In the lonely expanse of the Nevada desert, the mind can play tricks on you. Vision blurred by a mirage. Weird noises carried by the breeze. The vast salt pan lies dormant, waiting. But cutting through the stillness, strange happenings. Not far from here, underground nuclear testing. Nearby, Area 51, where the US government is rumoured to store alien spacecraft. And now something even stranger. Mere Earthlings testing their own backyard spacecraft. Prepare for liftoff.
10, 9, 8.
These people are amateur rocketeers, engineers, space nuts, idealists, individualists. Forget NASA, they want to run their own space race.
We're right now where they spend billions of dollars to make rockets with the federal government. Here we're a bunch of rookie amateurs building stuff in our garage, and we're gonna try to go for space.
The official border of space is 70 kilometers up. To get there, you need a big rocket. And while the Pacific Rocket Society loves making big rockets, this mission will be frustrating, difficult, and very, very dangerous.
Also, look at this red light. If that red light's off, then it's absolutely guaranteed this thing isn't going to go off. I know you don't want to blow yourself up on the tower.
No.
Duncan Cumming and Ian Furlong have built the largest solid-fuel rocket ever launched by amateurs.
We've got the 1500 degree high-temp manifold paint on here to protect the leading edges so that they don't burn off when she hits high Mach numbers.
Rocket loaded and live. The anxious team start the longest 10 seconds of the day.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that was the end of that, gentlemen. Well, obviously we had a failure of some sort. We'll have to go over and inspect the debris. It looks like the forward bulkhead section failed.
Yeah, back to the drawing board, I suppose.
Take a photograph of all the pieces that you find.
It's just cheap tubing, that's all it was.
No, it's good for like 600 or 700 psi. The rain hardly.
This was good for 3,000 psi.
Was it?
Oh yeah. It's rolled and welded.
A disappointed Ian decides to cremate the volatile solid fuel leftovers. While one dream smoulders, another rolls on.
Oh, there's an imperceptible to the naked eye wobble in the Atlas Agena rocket blastoff.
I was a little kid and I saw, the Saturn rockets taking off and the Atlas rockets taking off, and that really told me that that's what I want to do.
The Atlas D missile went up at 9:47 local time.
10 years old, I said to myself, I'm going to build a rocket someday to go to space.
An unemployed aerospace engineer, Paul Mantilla, helped build the rocket, which may realize his dream.
Okay, you go ahead and gently lay it on the dirt. It should be okay.
The Spacefarer X-80 is powered by liquid fuel. That means it's more likely to blow up than the last rocket we saw. A not so comforting thought as we prepare for a test firing in California's Mojave Desert.
All we've got in here is 3,000 psi helium. What's the worst that could happen?
It could
Don't
blow up.
answer that.
Come on, folks, come on. Keep coming. No more. Oh, wait.
No, NASA engineers rarely carry the shuttle to the pad on their shoulders, but this is space on a shoestring.
Push it. Rotator up.
The whole operation is a strange mix of sophisticated engineering,
Is this thing straight?
backyard ingenuity,
Did all the bolts fit through the hole?
Of course.
and a little bit of chaos.
Gas.
Gas.
I mean, that's liquid.
Liquid
And
what?
here's your tube cutter. Liquid pressure.
You've heard of recipes for disaster. Well, this is a pretty good one. I've just started fueling the rocket, pumping in 95 litres of ethanol. Now that'll be mixed with the same amount of liquid oxygen. And when the two are ignited, they should produce something in the order of 2,000 pounds per second of thrust. Now, it is a test firing, and it's still very, very dangerous. We're dealing with basically a massive bomb, and there is the slight chance that the world's most complex amateur rocket could become one huge fireball. As the ethanol fills, the team runs through its pre-launch checks.
Are we disconnected there?
Clad in a fire suit, co-builder Robert Matavossian fills the rocket with liquid oxygen. This is one of the danger points. The wrong move will be his last. After a draining day under the desert sun, it's finally time to fire.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
It's not going to go.
Why?
The igniter didn't start.
Igniter ready.
Is it all safe back there?
Yes, we have.
The Rocketeers race for an emergency solution.
You don't have one on this?
No, we're going to stick just okay, put the electric matches on this guy. Give me another piece of tape.
Late at night, nerves on edge, they go for another firing.
5, 4, 3, 2. Fire! What's happening?
What happened?
Shut up.
Flames start to rise under 190 litres of ethanol and liquid oxygen.
Where's the fire extinguisher? Everybody should be getting out of that bunker and going back toward tracking. That's going to heat up and blow.
Bravely, or perhaps insanely, Robert races in and puts out the fire.
We have a hold. We're on hold.
The test is over.
Well, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that something went drastically wrong. For the Rocketeers, time for a major rethink. And what do you do when you're not NASA and you don't have a $1 billion research lab? Well, you just load the rocket into the back of the pickup and you drive it to your own research lab, which also happens to be the place where you park your car. This rocket has been built for around $10,000, the result of countless late nights toiling here in Robert's mother's garage. Get this tightened first.
As you might expect, it's got the neighbours talking.
One night we heard this little explosion go off, and so we went running outside to check out what was going on. All these people were there cheering and clapping and stuff. And then found out a couple weeks later they were building a rocket.
Repairs complete, we're back in Mojave on another treacherous test firing.
Yeah, everybody keep your heads down. There's something going on here. Yeah, we now have an alcohol fire on the pad.
Another fire, another failure.
This is really frustrating, though. Terribly frustrating.
It's been a heartbreaking few weeks. The Rocketeers save face with the launch of a small zinc-sulfur rocket, something they are almost certain will work.
Get ready for launch. Get ready for launch.
And this is what building rockets is all about.
Boom.
Yeah. All clear. Down way over there.
A taste of victory, and that giant leap into orbit seems a little smaller.
Wow. Oh, dude, it's twisted. Oh, you're gonna just wreck the tin can.
Driven by celestial dreams, the Pacific Rocket Society may still launch its wild plan for reaching space.
I did it. I guess would be the final thing is you did what you wanted to do. You accomplished it. Now you've matured.